Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to Karpo Gaming and another Marvel's Avengers video. Well, in today's video, we are going to be going over the state of the game. Now, we all know that Marvel's Avengers should have been pushed back. It kind of released a little bit broken. Now, over the last 24 hours, we actually got some really good news for Marvel's Avengers concerning content and the future of the game. So in today's video, we're going to be going over some news article and I'm going to be interjecting some facts. I'm not going to be speaking hyperbole, or I am not going to interject my opinion. This is all going to be facts. This is not a video about bashing Crystal Dynamics or Square Enix, but this is just the reality. I'm just going to keep it real, ladies and gentlemen. Marvel's Avengers is not looking so good right now. Now, over the past 24 hours, there's been two different articles that has been released. One put out by K.o.t.a.k.u, and if you don't know who K.o.t.a.k.u is, he is a senior contributor over at Forbes, and this is a dude that actually plays video games a lot. He's played Anthem a lot, he played Marvel Avengers a lot, and according to this dude, and you just gotta trust this guy, it's not looking good. Marvel's Avengers have dipped below 1,000 players on PC, which is causing matchmaking problems. Right? So we're going to go over everything that is causing problems in Marvel Avengers, but don't be too sad, because we also have an updated letter from Crystal Dynamics to the player base, giving us a little bit of insight of what's to come with Marvel Avengers concerning new DLC and content. But for right now, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump over to the K.o.t.a.k.u article. And yeah, it's not looking good, ladies and gentlemen. K.o.t.a.k.u has showed us that the numbers have dipped below 1,000 players, which is not good, as you can see right here, at least for the PC. Now, me personally, I'm on console, I'm on the PlayStation 4, so I mean, I guess it's a little bit better. I'm not sure about Xbox, but man, Avengers right now is kind of in limbo, with Crystal Dynamics seemingly pushing back a number of its roadmap objective while simultaneously trying to fix what currently ails the game: loot, and more loot. Now, since players don't know when fixes are coming, interest in the game is falling off, and it's falling off fast. And this reminds me of Anthem. Yeah, I know. K.o.t.a.k.u said, I'm saying it too. I was right there putting out content for Anthem. I saw what happened. Anthem was doing good. They had a roadmap, and then boom, out of nowhere, they went silent. They fell off. Not saying they didn't put out content, they did, but by then it was just too late. Now, the Avengers is starting to dip below 1,000 players on Steam, causing similar issues to what we saw in Anthem back in the day. Now, it's becoming so hard for players to find matchmake in Marvel's Avengers that it's being reported that some players are waiting around a whole 30 minutes before they can even start a match, which is crazy. Now, on PC, where the player base is especially low, well, you kind of have a really big issue, because when PC players aren't playing the game, well, then you have those metrics as we see, and it basically tells you exactly how bad the game is doing. So yeah, Marvel's Avengers right now isn't doing too good at all. Now, me personally, I put out a lot of content for Marvel's Avengers. I'm going to continually support the game, and whenever new content come out, you can look right here at Karpo Gaming and put this out. But that doesn't mean I haven't taken the beer goggles off. I have, ladies and gentlemen. Now look, I'm a Marvel's fan. I'm not a Crystal Dynamics fan. I'm not a Square Enix fan, although they make good stuff. Look, I'm a Marvel's fan. I play in this game because I love me some Captain America. I love me some Miss Marvel. I love me some Iron Man. I love Black Panther. I love all Marvel Universe. I even love DC. Look, I'm a comic guy. So for me, it was a no-brainer picking this game up. Now, I knew the game was probably going to be broken. Why? Because Square Enix really doesn't make great multiplayer games. I had Final Fantasy. The matchmaking on there was horrible, so I expected the matchmaking on here to be horrible, and it is. Now, I do appreciate a broken game. There's a lot of good glitches that you can do. You can get a whole bunch of things for the future for the game. But herein lies the problem. The players that play Marvel's Avengers are just sitting around waiting for news or even news about a patch or update. So we actually got a little bit of news. But this is the problem, ladies and gentlemen. This letter that was sent, it was a PR letter. The guy did not send this out to the player base on Reddit. He didn't post it in the Discord. The official Twitter didn't even put this out. This was a PR statement. So basically, somebody contacted these guys, let's say a news journalist, and they pulled this statement out of him. So we're going to look at this article from Kotaku, and yeah, let's jump right into it, ladies and gentlemen. We do have a little bit of good news, but like I said, you also need to take your beer goggles off and look at this from a player's perspective. Alright, not from a fan's perspective. Now, Mike at Kotaku reached out to Crystal Dynamics yesterday regarding the lack of content and the dwindling player base. Now, in response, the developer sent a lengthy statement to the player base. Basically, like I said, it's not really he was trying to send this out. It's not like they updated Reddit or put out a tweet. This was a guy who called Crystal Dynamic and contacted him to ask him some critical questions, and they put out a PR statement. Now, this dude Amos, he talks about new mission types coming to the game, the new outposts, which will serve as a starting point for the new story content eventually, and the coming of Kate Bishop and Clint Barton, Marvel's two Hawkeyes, which in itself is really not good that we're getting two bows, but hey, I'm not complaining. Here's a statement in full. To our players, every day we fight to make the best game possible for our community. We have a great community management team at Crystal Dynamics and Square Enix who funnel all of your concerns, suggestions, and feedback to the development team daily. We are listening. We are making fixes, improvements, and additions as fast as we safely can to make Marvel's Avengers the game we all inspire it to be. As such, we have a number of new content pieces coming in the weeks ahead, including a totally new Warzone mission type called Tachyon Rifts, a new outpost that's a jumping off point for new story missions in the future, and AIM's Cloning Lab, which requires a coordinated high-level group of 4 players to beat the new top-end loot reward for finishing it. And in each of these updates, we do a lot of bug fixes to enhance the overall experience. Now, in addition, we've announced 2 new heroes coming in the near future. Kate Bishop in Operation Taking Aim, and after that, the double feature operation starring Clint Barton. This is the 2 Hawkeyes we mentioned in the Lost War table. These new operations pick up right where the main Reassemble campaign ended in the core game, and will propel the overall world story forward with new mysteries and villains as well as new multiplayer content. Now, lastly, we will continue to add new content to the game in the coming months as we address issues in overall game balance, including loot distribution and quality of life features. Everyone is clamoring for improvement of our day-to-day experience, from accessibility to co-op communication tool to balancing the economy. We are confident that we will see PC players, as well as those on Xbox and PlayStation 4, all return to the game as we add exciting new late in-game content and demonstrate that we continue to force an improvement to the game. We'll have more information and details about the very new content drops in a blog scheduled for next week. And we have a new communication initiative coming soon, so that even more directly information is shared to make everything more fun and useful for us, the player base. Thank you for coming with us on this journey to truly realize the best of Marvel's Avengers and what it can become. Wow, now that is a PR statement. Now, let me just get this out the way. Like I said before, I'm not a Crystal Dynamics fan. I'm not a Square Enix fan, although they make good games. I'm a Marvel fan, and they are screwing up this IP. Now the gameplay is decent, it's not bad, but I'm not even gonna lie. The movement, the gameplay of Anthem is a whole lot better than Marvel's Avengers. If we had that gameplay movement for these characters, yeah, this game would be doing a whole lot better as far as that is concerned. But it doesn't stop there, ladies and gentlemen, because the player base, although they appreciate this, they are fuming right now. But there still are people that have those beer goggles on that says, hey, just give it time. It's okay. Content is coming. Now, all of that is true. The problem is, in a month, there's going to be a whole lot of other things to do. But before we get into that, let's look at some of the concerns people have over here at Reddit. Now, there is some similarities here with Anthem because the moderators are starting to take down posts from valid concern from people in the community base. Let's go over some of these topics. Look at this. Battlefield 2 only became what it was because people put pressure on EA and brought it to Disney, which is kind of true. Disney don't mess around with its IPs. Marvel is one of their biggest earners, and I'm sure they won't be happy with the state of the game. If people brought this outrage to them, similar to what happened to Battlefield 2, I think things would change. I love this game and only want the best for it. Since we are at this state, we may have to put some pressure on Disney and CD. Yeah, this is starting to happen, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. Unless the weekly reset is delayed, we're yet another week without content. There are so many awesome looking places during the campaign, cities, buildings, roofs, etc. Why don't we have that much variety maps in the multiplayer? That's a good question, my dude. One thing is for sure, they aren't exactly listening to the community because the one thing that we've been asking for since launch is for us to replay the story missions, and we just haven't heard anything on that front. Am I right? So the means continue. Someday we'll meet again, my boy. Which is funny. And yeah, this is a little concerning because they're taking down posts from people, concerned players in the community. Same thing happened with Anthem. That's not a good look. Now these are posts that has been taken down in Reddit, and they're valid. This guy says the issue with the games are as follows. No Hawkeye and Tachyon missions, which were supposed to be launched within a few weeks after the initial launch. That never happened. We were supposed to get Secret Lab, Shield, bases, and more AIM missions after Hawkeye. Never happened. We're supposed to be getting a second character. Can't remember her name. I think it might have been Black Canary. It's not. It's Kate Bishop. Don't worry about it. By the end of October, very likely won't happen. Near radio silence for them about addressing core gameplay issues, and total radio silence for them about matchmaking issues. Facts. And after that Kotaku article and the official statement, which wasn't addressed to the community, people was irate. Like this dude, nothing about fixing game breaking glitches, nothing about offering compensation to players they screwed over, nothing about making this campaign the only genuinely good part of the game replayable. Also, the best game possible for our community? He must be referring to the PS4 community, of course, because they have exclusivity contracts with them. And no, the rest of the community is just way worse. Xbox and PC, you're not getting Spider-Man. Really? Are you going to be sticking around? We have 2 Hawkeye characters, 2 bow guys coming. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? But like this dude said, thank God I'm a PC player. Also, thank God I have many other games in my Steam library. Sounds like it's time to replay all the Resident Evil titles in chronological order and just wait until Cyber 2077 hits, because we all know once that game drops, there will be another game that exists, which is true. Facts. The other dude said, hey, what happened to the game? It's been a while since I played. Ha ha ha. The other dude said, nothing. LOL. Man, just subs having a meltdown since they said the next update won't happen until next week. The other dude said people are bailing on this game for other reasons than that, which is absolutely true. Now, for me, I'm a Marvel fan, okay? Like I said earlier. Make me want to get choked up. I'm a Marvel fan. I'm not a Crystal Dynamics fan. I'm not a Square Enix fan, although they make good games. This game is in trouble because a month from now, let's see exactly why they're going to be in trouble. Let's start with November the 10th. November the 10th, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Destiny 2 Beyond Light. And let's go ahead and throw in Yakuza Like a Dragon. And then there's this other little thing that's going to happen on November the 12th. It's called the launch of the PlayStation 5. yeah, that might be a little concern for Marvel's Avengers, although you can still play this on your PlayStation 5. Are you really going to be playing that when games like Demon Souls come out, games like Godfall come out, games like Spider-Man Miles Morales comes out, or even Mortal Kombat 11? Look, I'm just going to keep it real. This is not a good look, and the game is starting to look like Anthem. I hate to say it, but it's true. Look, I'm going to still be putting out content for the game. I'm a Marvel fan. So when new content drops, I'll be here. I'll be still doing those weekly updates for everybody. But yeah, next month, the player base is going to be even worse, and it is starting to look like Anthem. Sad to say, but hey, it is what it is. But yeah, that's pretty much going for the video, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you truly enjoyed it. Right here at Karpo Gaming, I upload a large variety of videos, ranging from update, tips and tricks, video glitches, and videos just like this. But for right now, that's pretty much going for the video. I hope you truly enjoyed it. Thank you everybody for all your love and support. Don't forget, I'm doing a huge giveaway at 20,000 subscribers. It's going to be just for subs. If you want to enter into this contest, all you have to do is be a regular subscriber, sub to the channel, leave a comment down below, be active in everything that is Karpo Gaming, and I will be picking some subscribers and giving them some next gen giveaways just like that. But yeah, thank you once again everybody, and as always, I'll be seeing y'all in the next one. Later.